We all know that life can have its challenges day to day, but worse off if you were in a relationship or a marriage and you wake up one day and you realize that the other half or your partner does not want to be with you, or something goes wrong within the relationship that leaves you questioning it and feeling like there's no option but to be out of this relationship. Or you could be in a job, ideal job that you got, and you start to feel uncomfortable, or somebody's been planted in that place to make you feel uncomfortable and you feel like things are not working as you had planned. This video is actually for you. I just want to share with you that sometimes when we go through challenges at work or trials or whatever issues that we may be going through, it may just be a sign that you are either not in the right relationship, or either God is removing that person in your life for a good reason. Sometimes we are crying for that thing that actually is in our favor, because sometimes situations happen to move us into our place of destinies. And sometimes we go through trials because we don't know what lies ahead. Frankly speaking, only God knows what's ahead, what the person we're dating might be really like. We don't know everything when we enter into these relationships. And my thought is that if you're in a relationship with somebody and you start to experience problems, challenges, trials, and you feel that you have to over-consult, talk to friends about this relationship, something is making you feel uncomfortable, you're constantly double checking with other people whether that's the right way to be or that's how you should be treated, then I think that's a red flag. That's probably a sign that that's not the right person for you. And if somebody just ends your relationship abruptly and you feel like you've had a heartbreak and you really are struggling with your emotions and you're now probably even losing yourself in these situations, I'll tell you something. It may be a blessing in disguise. You need to get up and forget about that situation, because God is working all things together for your good. I've been in situations in my life where I look back and I thank God that those people that I was dating or that person that I was dating left me or started to do things that I questioned, and I ended up walking away. Why? Because I would have missed my opportunity to meet my husband. And there are certain hidden things about people in relationships that we don't know. And if you can talk to friends or people that are in marriages, and sometimes you only have to go on social media to see stories that are being shared of people that got married blindly, and now they've got 1, 2 children, and they're finding themselves stuck in the wrong marriage, in the wrong relationship. Sometimes they are being emotionally abused. Sometimes they are married to somebody who's not even responsible financially, somebody who doesn't even want to be in the marriage, and they end up really being frustrated. And some people are now saying, oh, we are staying in this relationship or in this marriage for the children. You don't want to end up in a situation like that. So take these signs that you are getting earlier on, because I really believe sometimes God has a way of telling us or moving us out of a bad situation by creating that atmosphere, by letting you see certain things, by letting you feel certain things. If somebody has, let's just example, cheated on you, they're not going to stop, they're not going to change, because once they show you those signs during your dating, be sure to know that that's the signs of things to come. If they show you certain behaviors, certain characteristics during the earlier time in your dating, get the signs. That's what is going to come. That's who that person is. Some people may change, but very few will actually change. I know sometimes it's not easy to be able to see clearly when you're in the middle of a storm, when you're in the middle of a crisis, or when your relationship is not working out, but I can reassure you God is working things in the background for you, and this person is being removed for a real reason, and you deserve better, and your better is going to come, but you're going to miss it if you continue to focus on what's not working, if you continue to focus on this person that God is trying to remove. Equally, even if you are in a job and you find that this is the job that you thought you were going to settle, you're going to spend the rest of your life in, or you're going to spend the rest of your career in, and something happens, it's because there's something better being cooked. We know of the saying that when one door closes, another one will open. I'm a very good example of that, because a few years back, I applied for a job as a senior nurse in this organization. This was a job where I was downgrading myself because I just felt I needed to be in work. And I didn't get the job after the interview. And I couldn't explain why, because I knew I was overqualified for this job and I knew that I would have been an asset to this particular organization. But however, a few years down the line, I decided to reapply for a different job, which was higher up, which is often the case with many of us, that we find we don't fit into jobs, or we find that we're not settling into jobs, or we're not getting on with our bosses, because sometimes we undersell ourselves in employment. We're going for jobs where everybody that's going to be managing us is probably underqualified and we've got more experiences. And this is where the challenges start. And when the penny dropped for me, I realized I was underselling myself. Within the same organization, a job came for a service manager. I applied 2 years later. And you know what? I was surprised that it was a completely different panel of directors and consultants that interviewed me. They gave me the job. They saw my words. Whereas a couple of years before, I would have been working in the same place as a nurse, and nobody would have noticed me for one of the higher jobs, because it doesn't usually work like that. When you're working in healthcare, you go up a band, then the next band. But on this occasion, I jumped a few ranks to go right to the top. And I flourished in that job. That's when I realized that sometimes we are being ushered into the perfect job, into a place where we really deserve, where we will be valued. So if you are being uncomfortable, do not be disgruntled. I know it can feel painful. I know it can be like a drag going to a place to meet these people that you don't want to even be around, or they just are making it difficult for you. Utilize that time to just gain your experience within that job. You know, there's no experience that is wasted. Even the fact that you're being bullied in that job or misunderstood is going to teach you. When you finally go up in life or within your career and you get one of the top jobs, you will also be able to know how to talk to those that are beneath you, or how to talk to those people that work for you or under you, or your colleagues, because certain behaviors, the people that are bullying are not even aware the impact that's going to have on the other person. So that's a lot of the stuff that I've learned as well, about how other people can actually affect somebody else's well-being through their behavior. So there are a lot of lessons to be learned. Get your experience, keep your head down, be polite, do not be rude, and plan your exit route. And I can assure you that the opportunity is going to make itself available for you, because you're not going through this in vain. You're not going through these challenges for nothing. Do not let these moments define you, or even change or break you to an extent where you lose your confidence and you lose yourself, and you may lose even the ability to be able to really know your worth and go for the job that you deserve, for the promotion, or probably even it may be leading you towards starting your own business, which is what I did. If you look at my previous videos. So I'm just urging you, encouraging you to just pick yourself up during this moment and get the experience and go for it, and go for these jobs that that will be coming up. And if you're in a situation where you're finding yourself that you're not getting along well at work and odds are against you and you're really questioning why it's happening, it may be a blessing in disguise. Keep your head high up, look for other opportunities, do not be disheartened. There is light on the other end of the tunnel. As I've said to you, I've experienced it, I've lived through it, and I've seen light on the other end. I found a lovely husband who I would have missed if I'd cried for those relationships that didn't work out. God knows what's best for you. Sometimes even if you might not know what's best for you, He doesn't want you to enter into a fire or into a terrible situation. And your promotion is coming, it's up there. Thank you so much for watching till the end. If you've watched all the way, be sure to subscribe, share and like the video. Until next time, it's Shelley here. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.